Welcome to your new home underground, Vault 88. So here I am back in Vault 88. I have done a little bit of off-screen work. Come on, Ada, we're going to show the people around. You can already see that there are some wires and, there's a lot of brightness. And I've cleaned up a lot of the crap that was on the ground because it was a pretty crappy area, right, Ada? Not all of the lights are working, so these are the ones that were already set in place, but at least some of them work. But then back over here towards the screening area, or maybe that was the screening, I don't know. Over this way you can see I've got a lot of wires because I wanted to make sure electricity went all throughout this place. I ended up running out of ceramic, so you'll see eventually that I don't have any...
Workbench is a powerful tool, allowing even the simplest of minds to create complex robots.
Shh. So you'll see that eventually I ran out of ceramic and I didn't have any more of those things placed. Also, I lit this place up because it was dark and dreary as hell. So now we've got our nice big generator over there, which you can see, and it's feeding power on through the rest of the facility, which comes down here, back and forth off of this. It was a pain to get all of these placed because they don't sit quite right on the wall. They're like a little bit out from the wall because, I don't know, for some reason the model of this is invisible. Like there's a little barrier around some of these. So I had to do some really fine placements, and I tried to put them in places that look like they might kind of naturally fit there. And then once it's connected to an actual vault piece, then I can transmit power with, what's it called? There's just like a little panel that you can place on the wall of any vault piece, and it transmits power immediately. So anyway, you come in here. Here, let's... Ooh, and I built an atrium. We got the overseer's place right up there. Also, I can see some flickering in that wall. That's annoying. Don't look at that. Ooh, okay. I haven't done these wings yet, but that's where Barstow used to sit. She left her party hat behind and her cram. I'll be clearing that out eventually, and then probably put in like a... like a kitchen or a clinic or who knows what over here. And on the other side I'm planning that to be the housing area. I wanted to build up into these things, but after trying in another area, which I'll show in just a minute, it's kind of difficult because the tilt right here that goes, the slope, because you can come in like flat on the ground and it's fine, but then everything continues to be flat on that plane and then doesn't build up along here, so you have to put in some stairs. So then if you put in some stairs, it goes up to like the top, so you have stuff clipping through the top of it. It kind of sucks. But anyway, back inside the vault. So we've got this stairway here. Oops, I did not mean to press that, sorry. I'm not going to shoot anybody. Which comes back here to an unfinished utility hallway, which would go around to some areas so that I can build on them more easily later on. I tried to put in a vault door in all these doorways, but for some reason I can't place the vault door. I don't know if one of my mods is having an issue or I'm just an idiot and I'm doing it incorrectly. Either of those things are distinct possibilities. This goes down to the hallway, I'll show in a minute. This goes up to the overseer's room, which... it's blank right now. I'm going to put stuff in it later on. She's got a nice view. She can look down at all the peons. But she's too busy typing. Here she is, just tippy-tapping. She's in the Matrix right now. I made a bedroom for her, which I have minimally furnished. I'll come back and do more later. I ran out of some materials that I needed. But, gotta have a dresser. You gotta have, like, a nightstand. And you get your boat there with your boat. Your pretty boat and lighthouse. I was going to call it a boat tower. And then some bookshelves with books and crap. I want to put a terminal on here so she can, tippy-tap right before she goes to bed. And a bathroom. It took some fine placement to get this stuff to work because, there's this bubbler station, or sink, as it should probably be called. But there's nothing that has the exact same style, so I found the nearest close thing, which was a kitchen kitchen counter, and I put that into position with some, you know, some crap on the top. You got a toilet, you got a newspaper for reading, and some shit tickets, and then a shower. So you could use your shower there, clean off your skank. She's got a lot of skank on her. Look at that. She knows all about it. Then if you come back down here, down this way, it takes you down to the first floor, so right back out to here. Or there's this long hallway that kind of goes around here, and this way is actually through one of the tunnels. I had to disable a lot of pieces of it, so I've blocked it off so you can't really see it, because it was kind of ugly that way. There are a few pieces that clip through, so you can see that right there. But some of them I couldn't disable because then it would take out too much of the landscape and you just have, like, you know, eternity staring back at you. This is all nav meshed up until about right here. So Ada will follow me to about this spot, and then she'll get confused and just sit here spinning like this, not knowing what to do. And see, I've put up some metal panels here to block off the rest of that tunnel. And this is kind of the problem I was talking about, how there's that slope. So you build on this flat plane, and then suddenly everything is much lower. And as you can see, I couldn't build across here because there were pipes in the way. So I had to put in a little ladder here. And then I covered all this up because this was the part of the tunnel that had, right here are the train tracks. And then there was some bricks here and some dirt over here that I couldn't get rid of. So I just boarded this area up and made it kind of flat. Since this part is more or less off limits because, as you can see, NPCs just have no idea how to traverse it, I may make this into like a private area. So like I could put in some what do you call them, power armor stands over here, you know, some other workstations, stuff like that. And then I could convert this back here maybe into a living space. And who knows what's back here? I don't know. I'll come up with something. I haven't tried disabling this, but I thought about doing it, so that's another potential thing. Disable this wall and then just build out from here with like concrete slabs. You can kind of see where the bricks are right below here. And then that end right there. I brought power down through this way, which is still pretty much intact, but there's that problem about the dirt being placed in blocks. So this right here is the same dirt as up here. If I get rid of it, I also take out like a huge chunk of this area, so that's no good. So what I'm probably going to do is, I don't know, block this area off, just leave a little hole so that the power cables can still run, and then maybe if I just put the panels right here, the big metal panels, I can block that area, and then maybe leave this for like storage or who knows what. Heading on down here, I've started to do a little something here, and see, also this is part of the slope problem, because, you know, there's no sloping for the wood panels. Although with my fine placement tool, I could actually probably just make a slope, and I may end up doing that now that I think of it, just because no NPCs are going to be trying to come down through here anyway, so I don't need to worry about them being unable to do it. It'd just be for me, so I wouldn't have to look at the train tracks. But then as you come down here, you can see the power connects to this, which then allows all of this vault structure to have power. Eventually this will be made into a utility room of some kind. So, you know, you've got the water station back here. So the side of this has another panel. The electric comes over to this, and then back to there, and you get like, I don't know, 150 water or something from it. You know, how did you get down here? She's teleporting. And then I put 2 extra panels up there, even though I'm not really trying for a second floor, just to kind of block that area off and make this entryway look a little bit nicer. So As time goes on and I get more materials to do it, then I'm going to add more and more onto this. And I feel like I should also go back to Sanctuary and do things there. It's just a bit easier in the vault because you're not really expected to make any outside parts of the vault. I don't have to make like a house frame. I just make the vault in space as I need it and then close it off, and you don't have to look at the outside. I mean, it is kind of ugly from out here, but you know, you can just build it up as you need it without a problem. And you can squeeze stuff into all these extra areas too. Oh, here you can kind of see the the problem. After disabling part of that tunnel, now you can just see rock. And in some positions you can see the light of forever. But anyway, that's Vault 88 so far. I currently have the next quest up and ready to go, which is just to go and talk to Barstow, which I did once back before I died that time and it got reversed. So I'm just going to talk to her now. Barstow, quit your tippy-tapping.
Overseer.
This. Please, I beg your indulgence. I've waited so long, but we must not dally. The work compels us. The vault was supposed to have a very specific set of residents. After all, to conduct human trials, you need the perfect test subjects.
Maybe I haven't done this, actually. Or have I? No, I think I remember having this conversation.
Let's find ourselves a guinea pig.
The Vault Tech Handbook
Yeah, I remember this
urges
exact
overseers
thing.
to refrain from using that word, no matter how apt. Turn on the Vault's radio beacon. Certainly people above ground would give anything to live in our vault. While we wait for word to spread, perhaps you might use this time to explore Vault 88.
Already
If you
done.
can clear some of the rubble, you may be able to access some of the other building sectors.
Got it.
Any materials or equipment that survived may prove useful in our experiments.
Well, I think before I invite anyone to come move into the vault, I'm going to build the living area. I don't think I'll do it right now, because I kind of want to just play and go out and fight and kill stuff. But as I said before, if anyone does want to watch those kinds of building episodes, or, you know, I've got all the stuff set up that I could stream on Twitch as well. I haven't actually done it, but if anyone would be interested in watching me stream, I could set up a time where we could all kind of get together and you could watch me build a boring vault. I know that sounds amazing, right, Ada? Okay, let's switch to another quest. So we'll hang off on that one for now. Should do molecular level. Go talk to the Minutemen. Maybe I should. Keep the story going forward. Oop, autosave. Okay. I changed the hard drive where I'm storing a lot of stuff because I was having a lot of problems with, oh, that's not the way. I was having a lot of problems with, actually, can you fast travel from in here? Because that would just make things way easier. Pikmin Gallery. Oh, talk to the railroad. Oh, okay. No, we're going... What is all this? Talk to the Brotherhood. No. We're going to talk to the Minutemen. But I was having trouble with some stuttering in the game. God, all that still bothers me, the way those are looking. But, yeah, there was a lot of stuttering, especially if I played for a little while and I was recording at the same time. And I'd never really had that before, so I wasn't sure, like, what was happening exactly. Oh, I guess he's just right in there. Okay, I'm going to talk for a minute before I go talk to him. But yeah, I was having trouble with, I think it's from the Creators Update, because as soon as I actually allowed that to install, I noticed the games had been a little more choppy and slow. So I tried updating my graphics card, I tried changing things around, like moving the location of different things on my hard drives, so like documents and pictures and all that crap, onto some external drives, and instead of like, well, not external, but some some drives that were not my OS drive. So I've tried a whole lot of stuff, and I hope that I'm not going to run into any stuttering. It's really nice out here. I like this. I should come back and work on this. But I'm hoping there's not going to be any stuttering, and I apologize if there is. I've looked all over for how to fix that, and if anyone out there knows what kind of fixes can be made, or if we're just waiting for Microsoft to issue some kind of fix for this creators update crap, then let me know if you know. If not, then I'll just keep putting along and hopefully things work out. So anyway, let's get on with our quest.